Good morning, guys. Guess where I am? Yes, indeed. I am at the Forest Preserve where I showed you guys the last time. And I told you I'm going to get some fishing in before I go back to work. And so here we are over at Hidden Lake. I am the first person here this morning. I got here at about 5:30 before the sun came up because I wanted to get here early and get a good spot. But they were closed. The gates were closed. And so I went online and it said that they open at an hour after sunrise. Well, a guy just showed up a few minutes ago and he opened the gates. So I was parked across the street at the Walmart. And so I just came on across and grabbed my spot before anybody else got here. There is another truck parked in the parking lot, but the guy or girl, whoever's driving, never got out of their vehicle. So I said, let me gather up my stuff and go find my spot before anybody else does. So, all right, guys, I'm going to set up my stuff and I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. Bye. See you soon. All right, guys, I'm all set up. Got my little chair to sit in. Got my 2 fishing poles. I've got my 5-gallon bucket, and I had the small bucket stored inside of the big bucket, and I'm so glad that I did that because I didn't know the small bucket was in there. I thought it was still in the back of my truck, the Escalade. And so when I opened up the top on the 5-gallon bucket, it was sitting on the inside, and I'm so glad that it was here because this bank is very muddy after all of the rain that we've been getting for the last couple of days. And so trying to collect water for the fish once I catch them is kind of difficult. I'm not trying to get stuck in the mud, and I'm definitely not about to walk out into this pond to collect water. So I went to the other side over there, and because the bank is much shorter, it's much closer to the water. So I went over there to collect some water, and still I couldn't get enough water in the bucket so that it would be adequate for the fish. So because I had the small bucket with me, I just walked back over here and grabbed it and used it to fill up the big bucket. And yeah, it's kind of murky, it's kind of dirty, but the whole pond is that way. So yeah, so we're ready, guys. We're ready to start catching some fish. Let me show you this. This is my tackle box or tackle bag. I think I told you guys I got this at a garage sale some years ago. That container is empty, but this container has a few things in it. And this one has quite a few things in it. I bought this extra fishing line because my coworker suggested that I get some new line, but I haven't put them on yet. The old line seems to be working just fine, but I have it just in case or when I do need to put on some new lines. So this box came with all of this, and everything in here is brand new. Let's close that one up. And then this last one also has a lot of stuff in it, but I've added to it. I bought these smaller bobbers. These are the ones that came with it. But I bought these smaller bobbers. I bought these hooks. I don't know why, because there's a number of hooks already in here. But this is what my coworker had written down on a list of things for me to pick up. So I have some hooks. I've got some jigs. And then these are the artificial worms that I told you guys I picked up. I got a package of black ones and I got a package of brown ones. And so I'm going to use these today. And hopefully I can catch some fish with them. Because I really didn't want to use live bait. I really hate to hurt animals or insects or anything unless they're mosquitoes and some spiders. I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, so I bought these with the hopes that this is going to work. So we're going to try these today and see how well we do. All right, guys, I'll catch you in a little bit. Bye. All right, guys, we had to move location. Hang on. It's a spider on my tripod. But we had to move locations. I mean, we're still in the same spot over there. All of our gear is over there. But we just came around this little area here so that we can get closer to the water. Because that side, I don't know if you could see that, but all of that is like weeds and vines and stuff growing up from the bottom of the pond. So in order to get away from that, because our bobber and our hook kept getting caught on all of that. So every time I cast the net and bring it back in, or cast the line and bring it back in, it's full of all of those vines. So I came over here because, as you can see, I hope you guys can see that, you got clearer water or deeper water. So we've been over here for a little while trying to catch something, and so far nothing. The fish just aren't hungry today. And it's not just me. I'm watching the other men that are lined up along the bank here, and they're not catching anything either. So let's see what we can do, guys. I changed my bobber from the little round red and white ones that you saw earlier. I hooked around the camera. From the little yellow and white ones, the round ones that you saw earlier, I changed it to this one. And I started out with this black bait with the little black wormy thingies, and like I said, I wasn't catching anything. And I think mostly because of all of the moss and the vegetation that's growing up from the bottom. So I changed it to the brown worm. And I was getting a few bites, but they weren't hooking on to the hook. So I changed it back to the black one, and I put this bobber on. So we're going to see if this works any better. I can see the fish in the water. They're just not biting. And like I say, I don't know if it's because I'm using artificial bait or if it's because they're just not biting, because these guys out here are using live bait and they're not catching anything either. So let's see if this makes a difference. Can you guys see me? I had to drop some broken sticks and branches down here because it's very muddy. So I broke off some branches from the tree, and that big piece was already here on the ground, so I just rolled it over into the water so that I can have a place to stand where I'm not standing in the mud and water. So, yeah. All right, guys, let's get back to fishing. Let's see what we can catch out here. You guys see me? I even see turtles in the water. See how it's pulling up the moss and the grass and stuff from the bottom? So we're going to try to cast out a little further. Feels like I need some more weight on my line. Feels a little light now. Maybe I should go back to the brown worm. The brown worm was a little heavier. Oh, come on now. Try this again. I actually lost one of my bobbers earlier. One of the round red and white ones. The line got caught in the tree, and as I was trying to reel it back in, the bobber popped off of it and fell into the water. And I could see a turtle swimming up to the bobber. And so now that I'm back, the bobber is gone from where it was in the water. I don't see it at all. So I'm assuming the turtle has taken it to play with. I see other bobbers out here in the water that people have lost. But the one that I had is completely gone. muddy, guys. Very, very muddy. I think what I'm gonna do is go and grab that brown worm again. And I think I'm gonna grab a weight to put on here. So I'm gonna pause you guys and I'll be back. Okay, we're back, guys. We got the brown worm on, and we're gonna keep this bobber for now. Yeah, and that feels a lot more weighty, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully we'll catch something. Alright, here we go, guys. Can you see me? That went right into the tree. Hopefully we can get it to come loose again. Can't go over and get it. Too much mud. Broke the line. Wow. See if I can little fish. Alright, guys. Gonna have to put another bobber and another worm on. Alright, see you in a minute. Well, guys, we have moved locations. Seems like nobody's catching anything today. The two ladies that were in this location previously said that the fish keep nibbling on their bait, but they just won't take it. And so the guy that was across from me and the guy that was a little ways up the stream, they haven't caught anything either. So we're gonna try this spot. Only thing is, you got to climb down this to get to the bank down there. And so that might be a little bit of a challenge getting down there and getting back up. But we're gonna do it. All right, guys. I'll check you out in a few once I get set up. All right, guys. All right, guys. We made it to the bank. And so now we're gonna try to catch some fish. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me. One thing that's not good about this spot is it is very sunny. So you got a lot of sun in your eyes. But one thing that's good about this spot It's got all you've got all this open space, and you don't see a lot of weeds and stuff floating around in the water. So hopefully this will be a better spot. And finally, we can catch at least one fish. All these fish in here, we gotta catch at least one. And hopefully it's a big one. Alright guys, here we go. This is deeper water too, so should definitely be able to catch some bigger fish. So peaceful out here, guys. Starting to warm up a little bit. It was a lot cooler this morning. So I threw on some sweats. Well, a sweatshirt and some leggings. It's about 10:30 now. When I got here at 5:30, it was a whole lot cooler. careful out here. A lot of slippery rocks. Like I said, it's very muddy along this bank. So gotta be careful where you step. I've been wanting to do this all summer, guys. All summer. And this was a great day to come out here. The fish just aren't biting. So even if I had some live bait, they still wouldn't take it. I think they're hip to the game. People have been fishing along this bank for so long. They're like, yeah, I know what that is. You can't fool me. I see people's bobbers caught in trees and bushes all along this bank. You know what's funny? When I set up, as I was setting up over on the bank at the first site, fish were jumping up out of the water all over the place. But now it's completely still. They're not moving. Well, at least they're not jumping. I guess when people started arriving, they decided to lay low. But there are very small fish all along the bank. But the big fish won't come near the bait. We caught some seaweed. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, I'm going to pause this, and when I catch something, I'll let you know. Alright, catch you in a little bit. Alright guys, we are leaving. Unfortunately, no fish today. I don't know where they are. They're hiding or something. But they definitely did not want to be caught today. Nobody was having any luck, and I hate to use that word, but nobody was catching any fish today. Everybody on the lake was disappointed. So we are going to head on out. I just stopped over the bridge and I saw that crane. Not even he's catching any fish. Yeah, it's a dry day today, guys, but it's beautiful out here. The sun is bright, blue skies. Peaceful. This is one of the reasons why I enjoy fishing. If you guys have never fished before, definitely try it. Fishing and camping are highly recommended by me. Just an opportunity to get away, do something different, enjoy nature, and just clear your mind and get rest for your body. Yeah, I don't know where the fish are hiding today, but they are absent from this adventure. I don't see any fish down there moving around. Now I saw tons of little fish, little tiny fish, and even when I threw my line into the water, the small fish were coming up to the bait, but they were too small to eat that. Yeah, so they just observed. They came to examine the bait. But nobody was biting, not even the small ones. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here, guys. I'm gonna go across the street to Walmart and use the bathroom. And then I've got to pick up some more gym shoes. I had on my gym shoes for this little venture, and it was so muddy I'm gonna have to get another pair of gym shoes now because these are no good. I'll use these for fishing, but I won't, I can't wear them out. Yeah, not a fish anywhere over here or on the other side. It's a shame. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys enjoy your Saturday, enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you guys have more success than I did today with whatever you have planned for the weekend. You guys be safe, be well, stay blessed, and again, I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.